Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programas offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Chương trình của chúng tôi cung ứng nhiều ngôn ngữ. Xin xem suprememastertv.com/schedule.
According to the World Health Organization or WHO, about 91% of the world's population live in places where air contamination exceeds safe limits. Even though air pollution seems to be an overwhelming problem, there are actually a number of actions we can take to mitigate it. Continue watching to discover more. Vegan, 'cause children of God don't kill.
Greetings, noble viewers. My name is Walter. The delightful people of Bermuda wish you to always keep strong faith and remember that God stands by us all the time. Welcome to our show titled Air Pollution, an Alarming Health Hazard, Part 2 of 2. Did you know that the air we consume is more than the water we drink daily if the volume is quantified? On average, a staggering 10,000 litres of air comes into our bodies every day. Thus, the quality of air does matter and deserves our attention. In the last episode, we learned that air pollution is one of the greatest environmental risks to health. According to the World Health Organization, or WHO, about 91% of the world's population live in places where air contamination exceeds safe limits. The causes of air pollution can be of natural origin, such as dust, desert sand, wildfires, and volcanic eruptions, or the origins can be man-made. However, the most influential factor is still human activities, including burning fossil fuels in power generation, industry and transportation. Pollutants such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and volatile organic compounds can combine and react with other substances or sunlight, forming harmful pollutants such as ground-level ozone and smog. They can lead to respiratory and cardiovascular diseases, allergies, asthma, type 2 diabetes, and even cancer. Thus, air pollution is tragically responsible for many premature deaths worldwide. Today we will look at another prominent factor which is also affecting the quality of our air. The most direct impact from animal, people, livestock raising is the odor produced from their factories, which can be extremely uncomfortable and often unbearable, both physically and mentally. The animal, people, livestock industry produces large amounts of waste like urine and manure, which emit around 400 different harmful gases into the atmosphere. Not only do these gases directly worsen the air quality, but they also contribute to greenhouse gases, exacerbating air pollution. The waste products from animal, people, livestock factories are stored in open-air lagoons. Because they are left untreated, airborne particulate matter mixes with dry manure and contaminates the air nearby. Consequently, people living nearby frequently suffer from respiratory irritation, lung inflammation, organic dust, toxic syndrome, and sometimes cardiac arrest. Asthma is also a serious concern, especially for the tender children. The facilities also put local residents at risk of viral infections, such as ever new mutations of swine flu and avian flu, which can be transmitted through the air. also released from animal, people, livestock factories are the two major greenhouse gases called methane and nitrous oxide, along with ammonia, hydrogen sulfide, and other noxious chemicals. According to the US Environmental Protection Agency, methane emissions from pig and cattle people have increased by up to 50% in the last 15 years. Meanwhile, deforestation for the meat production industry has been accelerating the effect of global warming. The warmer weather results in the formation of ground-level ozone and dust. It also increases the chance of wildfires, which in turn further aggravates air pollution and global warming. Sooner or later, exposure to these particle pollutants can bring harmful effects to our health. Furthermore, higher temperatures exacerbate the occurrence of extreme weather events, some of which also impact air quality. In March 2021, China's capital, Beijing, took a strong hit from a massive sandstorm sweeping across Mongolia and northwestern China. The dust in the sandstorm, combined with already high air pollution, turned the skies over Beijing into a strange orange color. Beijing's air quality index at that time reached a record of 999, the hazardous level, whereas the recommended average daily concentration by the World Health Organization is just 25. Nowadays, there is also less snow and rainfall due to warmer temperatures in northern China, resulting in further drier and dustier air. This has caused the sandstorms this year to be more severe than ever.
Experts say that eating less meat will also minimize our impact on the environment and help reduce greenhouse gas emissions. His Excellency Ban Ki-moon, veg advocate.
We will pause a moment for a constructive message and we'll be right back. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Air Pollution, an Alarming Health Hazard, Part 2 of 2 on Supreme Master Television. Let's now find out how to protect ourselves from the harms of poor air quality. In 2020, the United Nations designated September 7th as the first International Day of Clean Air in order to raise awareness about the importance of unpolluted air for our health, productivity, the environment, and the economy. Even though air pollution seems to be an overwhelming problem, there are actually a number of actions we can take to mitigate it. First and foremost, we should switch to a vegan diet. Adopting a plant-based diet is the simplest way to reduce greenhouse gases and significantly cut down the greenhouse gases generated by the animal, people, livestock raising industry. In the journal Climatic Change, a study conducted by the University of Oxford compared the dietary greenhouse gas emissions of meat eaters, vegetarians, and vegans. The researchers found that people who consume more than 100 grams of meat per day generate up to 7.2 kilograms of carbon dioxide equivalent daily, whereas vegans generate only 2.9 kilograms. Therefore, adopting a plant-based diet can greatly reduce greenhouse emissions from animal, people, livestock raising and lessen global warming. By bringing down the temperature, particulates that arise from wildfires and dry weather can be reduced, thus improving the air quality, while the formation of ground-level ozone will also decrease. This eventually will stop the vicious cycle between air pollution and global warming. Besides, plant-based foods are abundant in antioxidants, which can protect the body from oxidative stress induced by air pollution. Long-term oxidative stress has been linked to chronic diseases such as cancer, heart disease and diabetes, as well as aging. Second, we can lessen air pollution by driving clean fuel cars. Clean fuel cars are motor vehicles designed to run on fuels that produce lower greenhouse gases. These fuels include hydrogen, electricity and ethanol, etc. When battery electric vehicles and conventional cars are being compared, particle mass, or PM, is one of the indicators used to evaluate the emissions. Primary PM emissions such as soot comes directly from the exhaust, along with secondary PM emissions, namely toxic gases including nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons. Nitrogen oxides can cause lung irritation and weaken our immunity to respiratory infection, while carbon monoxide prevents oxygen from being transported by the red blood cells to various parts of the body. A recent study published by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD, showed that such toxic gases account for up to 29% of the total PM emissions of a car. Also, when someone switches from a conventional car to a battery electric vehicle, PM emissions can be cut down by up to 42%. Therefore, driving an electric vehicle is a wonderful option in terms of reducing air pollution. Third, we can protect our health from air contaminants by planting more trees, including in urban areas. Trees cool the air temperature around them, most directly by providing shade. Trees can block sunlight and prevent buildings from direct exposure to the heat. This conserves the energy used for indoor air conditioning, thereby curbing greenhouse gases. In addition to shading, trees also cool the air by transpiration cooling. In this process, trees draw water from the soil into the roots, and water travels upwards towards the leaves. Eventually, water will transpire from the leaves into the air in a gas vapor form, which then cools the surrounding air. If more trees are planted in urban areas, temperatures can be lowered to reduce the amount of harmful pollutants like ground-level ozone. Not only do trees help to reduce detrimental air pollutants, but they also act as air purifiers. Trees can filter the air in two ways, the first of which is dispersion. When pollutant particles suspended in the air contact the tree, some of them will get stuck on the trees. As a result, the concentration of particles loose in the air is minimized. Lastly, these trapped particles will be washed away as it rains, known as disposition. This is the second way that trees purify the air. So if you can, it's a good idea to plant some trees in your yard or balcony. They're also a wonderful and eco-friendly way to beautify your home. Finally, until our planet's atmosphere becomes safer for everyone, we should consider using protective equipment for ourselves and our family members as a short-term defense. In late 2019 through early 2020, Australia experienced severe bushfires that burnt vast parts of the country. Due to the harmful smoke haze, people were urged to stay indoors. If you are stuck in a situation like this, or if your city has days with poor air quality, consider getting an air purifier with a high-efficiency particulate arrestants, or HEPA, filter. As the air passes through the fine mesh in the air purifier, some toxic particles can be removed, improving the air quality inside the house. Plus, many people use air purifier bags made with bamboo charcoal. There are also many different kinds of houseplants that have been shown to help clean the air and are easy to maintain. And of course, if you have to go outside where the air is not so good, a mask or particulate respirator can filter out some particles that potentially cause irritation to the nose, eyes and lungs. We wish that you and your loved ones will be safe. Let us also pray for heaven's help and wisdom, so that humankind will U-turn to a more viable vegan way of life. May we also work to improve the air quality in every aspect, because for every one of us there is no other physical necessity more crucial to our survival than having breathable air.
Vegan, tested positive for true heroism.
Energetic viewers, we were honored to have you with us today for this program. Up next is When Honesty is Lost, Signs of the Last Hour from the Hadith, part 8 of 16. On Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. May you be well and strong to fulfill your noble dreams in divine grace.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/HL.